The number of Airbus A380s at Teruel Airport in Spain has been climbing slowly over the past year. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, mentions of the Spanish storage facility were few and far between. Now, Teruel is a name that most with interest in aviation instantly recognise. The facility has become a central destination for the storage of the giant of the skies. Initially, airlines sent only a handful of giants to Spain. This included 2 super jumbos from Air France, alongside another 7 from German flag carrier Lufthansa. At the time, it was hoped that these aircraft would just be resting their wings for a short time. Hence, the site's operator, Tarmac Aerosave, was keen to position itself as an aircraft nursery, looking after the jets until their owners returned them to service. Sadly, with each day, week and month that passes, it looks increasingly unlikely that the planes will return to the skies. These days, 19 A380s are resident at Teruel. They can be seen dotted around the site in an aerial image recently shared by the airport. The majority of giants at the site are from Lufthansa, with the most recent jet flying out earlier this month. 10 belong to the German airline, 3 A380s are from British Airways, with 4 belonging to Etihad. The remaining 2 aircraft come from Air France, the only airline to firmly rule out the type's return. Earlier this year, Simple Flying reported that Tarmac Aerosave hadn't received orders to deconstruct any of the A380s in its care in Teruel. Of the 19, only 2 have been firmly retired from service. The Air France aircraft will almost certainly be scrapped. According to its latest earnings guidance, Lufthansa has only officially retired 6 of its 14 jets. Despite this, the airline's CEO, Carsten Spohr, has repeatedly commented that the type is unlikely to return to service at all. The most recent of the giant Teruel residents to face the chop from service are the 4 aircraft from Etihad Airways. While the airline's CEO is fond of the jet, he has revealed that the aircraft has no place in the airline's post-COVID-19 fleet. While that makes for some pretty sad news for fans of the A380, all hope is not lost. If any of the A380s in storage in Teruel return to the skies, it is most likely to be those of British Airways. The British flag carrier CEO, Sean Doyle, has said several times that the Airbus A380 will return to service. While the A380 doesn't make sense for many carriers in a post-COVID world, it remains useful to BA given the slot restrictions at London Heathrow Airport. The only negative point is that Doyle hasn't laid out how many giants will return to the skies. If the airline were to retire part of its A380 fleet, the 3 parked in Spain would likely be the obvious choice. Firstly, Teruel already has aircraft recycling capabilities, meaning that they could remain in situ. These super jumbos are also the 3 oldest A380s in the airline's fleet. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the next few months. What do you think will happen to the A380s parked at Teruel? Give us your best guess by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles and a podcast every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe before you go.